buy a Kinsey for next year. I'm about sick of this crap with the, I think he just blew a hydraulic hose line. I was right, he blew a hydraulic hose line, but he's got like 3 acres left, man. Just let the fluid fly. Just let the fluid fly. That's what we're gonna call this video, let the fluid fly, because I mean the planter's covered in the planter is covered in liquid fertilizer. As soon as we finish these 3 acres, it's going home to get washed. So why not just run the tractor out hydraulic fluid? Because you know hydraulic fluid's like, I don't know, is it like $40 for 5 gallons? And it ain't that bad, you know. That's horrible. That's poor conditions. Oh, Hefty. There you are, Hefty. Right there. Did I mention too that there's liquid fertilizer all over the planter? His back windows are covered in hydraulic fluid, and his air conditioner belt has snapped, so there's no air conditioner. And he's surprisingly in a very good mood. It's pretty impressive. 2 rounds left, man, and here we are, out of seed, out of liquid fertilizer. Oh my. We're actually decided, since we have hardly anything left to plant today, that we're going to do a test. We're going to compare no liquid fertilizer and liquid fertilizer. We marked it in our monitor, but we do have to have seed, unfortunately, to finish. So we're evening out all the hefty seeds, and we're going to even it out, and we're going to make it, right?
Yes. That's all we have left. What? 3 runs here, from here to
those trees.
Maybe 900 feet of a straight run.
There you go. That was the last pass of corn for today. And a lot of our farm. That was the last pass of the corn, besides our swamp field that we're still going to have to go plant. Probably in July. Be about the time when we get to it, but I guess I'm going to grab the truck right here, and I guess we are going to start moving all of our train home.
From Central City, Kentucky, the home of True Vine Farms, the one and only Farmer King.
Is it bad that we're in the middle of planter season and I'm on auction time right here watching a Kinsey planter sale? This is a 16-row corn planter and a 31-row bean planter, and it has row cleaners on it, spike closing wheels, pretty much our dream planter, something that our MX 255 could handle no problem. And we had to upgrade our corn head to an 8-row corn head instead of a 6-row corn head. But the only thing that we would really have to do to it was add liquid fertilizer on it, and we done have all the stuff to do that off our planter. And it's in Illinois, so it's somewhat close. It's at $6,100 and it sells in 21 hours. I bet you, as good a shape as this planter's in and the stuff it has on it already, I guarantee you it brings around 30 grand, as my guess. It may just happen to be, you know, in like 21 hours and 31 minutes that we spend $31,000. So I guess next on the list, I have some other stuff to go do, but my dad is gonna mow, or not, my dad is gonna wash this whole rig, get the liquid fertilizer and the hydraulic fluid off of it, and then we need to empty out our bean boxes up there, and yeah, start the cleanup process for the first time, because we're not done pulling this thing through the mud yet. We still got one more field to go play in the mud with.
Yeah, which we planted 20 acres today. It took, what, 4 hours?
Something like that.
Yeah, but yesterday we did 50 acres. And we planted for, yeah, about 5 acres an hour with our fields. So 20 acres doesn't sound a lot to most of you. Y'all can do that in like 10 minutes with the big planters, but for us,
Telling you, we need a Kinsey.
5 acres a day, and then I didn't make it a quarter mile until this happened today. One of the hottest days of the year so far. So cabs are really nice if the air conditioner works, but when it doesn't, because your belt breaks, they get hot.
I told them in 21 hours and 31 minutes, the planter I told them about sells, and I guess it's going to bring about $30,000. And in 21 hours and 31 minutes, we'll be spending $31,000.
Yeah, then you won't get to use it till next year.
Exactly.
I know a place where we can go and be alone. So come away with me, nobody has to know where we gonna go.
Look at our next goodie we get to do. We get to pump out our nurse tank into a mini bulk, and the mini bulk goes inside and something along the line so that the nurse tank can go back to its owner. Well, it's the next day after our planting hangover, and we decided we're going to come down and we're going to do a little bulldozer work. So we have a big project coming up, and hopefully we'll do it as soon as this next 3 inches of rain that's predicted to happens. But, so right there is the front of the chicken houses, and we have a major ditch and banking that run all right there, and we're going to have to do some re-excavation. The excavator is already down here. It's been down here for a couple months. But we'll get into that later. But for this afternoon, as you can see, looks like rain's coming. But we're going to work on this bank right here. It's got a bunch of washouts and gullies in it, and it's super hard to bush hog. So we're taking the dozer and we're just remaking. We're filling the washouts and gullies in. And for the ones of you that know anything about dirt work, it may or may not work. It may wash out, it may not wash out. I don't really know. The major thing is to get it filled back in and hopefully get some seed thrown on there and help, you know, stabilize the soil to where we can bush hog it easily. Guys, I missed it. Remember that planter I was telling you guys about? And we were predicting it was going to bring about $30,000 because it was in such good shape and it had a bunch of stuff on there. And it was like right up the alley of what we wanted. I was thinking it was going to bring around 30 grand. $22,000. We shouldn't bought that dang planter. We could have sold our 2 planters and probably only had lost, you know, about $5,000–10,000 in upgrading planters. Gosh darn it, we should have bought that joker.
I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me. To run away with me. To run away with me. To run away with.
Oh me. I decided too while I was down here I was going to play in the mud right here and scrape. Well, let's just say that playing in the mud right here is preparing the work that I have coming later as far as scraping the mud away so I can get access to the ditch that is on the other side of the mud. And then we got this big bank right here we're going to do a bunch of stuff with, and you guys will see. But the real point we're gonna look at is the bank over here that I just fixed. So we fixed this bank just so that maybe we could bush hog it and smooth it out. And as you can see, it's still very, it's not perfect, I'm gonna leave that. I was not feeling, well, it's very difficult to get something very level and smooth with the dozer when you're going across ruts the whole time and your blade's bouncing up and down. So I did the best I can. But up top here, on top of the bank, I pushed a bunch of, as I was feeling the ruts, I pushed some dirt up top here to act as like a berm. You could almost say from water coming this way, coming down the bank. Instead it will run on down, sort of more down into the ditch in the valley down there. And then I also added, I took my dozer blade and I tilted it sideways and I cut like a little berm, and I cut two down the, staggered down the side of this bank. And hopefully, you know, if it's a downpour, these ain't gonna do much. It'll just be more of an inconvenience than anything. But if it's a slow, steady rain, these will act as like a, I want to call a dike, and they will slow the water down. And the way this slope is graded, it may act as like another ditch on the hillside to sort of drain out. And I'm sure after 6 months it'll be a gully 6 feet deep, but you know, that's just my luck. And then we just added a real small one down here at the bottom. And then, yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna head home because it's like 3:30 right now, and there's a chance of rain at 4, so all of this probably get washed back out. But you know, you gotta be hopeful sometimes. I don't think it'll hurt it too bad as long as it's not like a downpour. I'm sure it will pour down for 6 hours, and we'll have flash floods. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope they enjoy it. Remember, faith, family, farm. See you in the next one.